Good morning, my fellow Guyanese. Welcome to a new week. This is GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us on the National Outlook. I trust that you've had a pleasant weekend, a healthy one, and a safe one. We start out today with something that has been making the rounds here in Guyana. It's about a Ponzi scheme that seems to be going around in circles. And I feel that my 17,000 of our fellow Guyanese who were not wise enough have been taken advantage of and now are being given the royal runaround. They are being deceived. They are being misled. They are being told things that do not add up. And the latest that came out last week was that since October, very early October, when promises were made in open court to pay and to pay, I think it was 100 a week. What we've had after 6 weeks is 27 Guyanese who have been repaid. Now, why those 27, we don't know. It might have been random. We won't speculate about that. But we have almost 17,000 Guyanese investors who have been built and who are out of pocket and who are running out of hope here. The Attorney General, the Honorable Anil Nandalal, said recently, look, we've given this couple, the orchestrators of the alleged Ponzi scheme, we've given them every opportunity to make good. We have been patient, we have been understanding, we have been lenient. They've asked for time, we've given them time. They've asked for bail, the courts have granted them bail. And yet, our people are hanging. And this cannot continue because it's been one excuse after another and one fraud after another seemingly committed. The latest is this business about lacking access to some hiccup with paying by check. And I would hesitate to take a check, to pay by check or some other acceptable means. Now we hear about cryptocurrency, the best of which is Bitcoin. And the Attorney General made clear that, listen, cryptocurrency is not legal tender in Guyana. So what is happening here? People who have been promised 40% returns, people who have been given the assurances that, listen, your money is going to earn so much more money. I've always said, and coming from Wall Street after 20 years there, that if it's too good to be true, it's not true. And 40% entices, and anybody should know, including those who are naive, who are not sophisticated in the investment world, that 40% sounds pretty far-fetched. When our savings accounts are close to 1%, when our CDs are under 5%, and these are longer than a year, they're nowhere near 5%, if I remember well. So when somebody turns up and tells you 40%, you know that the scam is on. And listen, we can go into other areas, for example, where Ponzi scheme doesn't have to involve something about investment, but is where money is always involved. A driver's license, a birth certificate. Well, that's a cheap one, but the driver's license can be a house lot. A house lot sold that the person selling does not own, is not the real owner of the property. Or something that never seems to lose traction in this country, regardless of which government is in power, regardless of which decade it is, visas, US visas. 15,000 US, that's a lot of money. That's $3 million was the going thing. And the orchestration takes place and the disappointments inevitably occurs. So what we're seeing here, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Guyanese, is that we need to be diligent, we need to be sensible, we need to be smart. Street smart. 40%, 20%, 15% in this environment from anybody is not going to do anything. So let's protect ourselves. This business about cryptocurrency being used to pay, I disagree. I feel that's just another stonewalling effort and it's going to come to naught. Until the next time, GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us. Oh.